Hey Hoopers, it's Deanne Love here, and in June, July of this year, 2015, I am so lucky because I get to go to Sacred Circularity's Hoop Retreat and hang out with a bunch of new Hoopers. Now, we're going to be going through all sorts of cool and fun stuff to do with our hoops, but I thought I would also make you this tutorial, whether you get to go to Sacred Circularities and we hang out or not. So here are 4 fun ways that you can start to bring more movement and dance into your hooping. And this is great for you if you're a total beginner, you're a newbie to the hoop, or if you just want to bring a little bit more play into your circle. The first way that you can start to feel more dance and play inside your hoop is play with spinning and stopping. Now, I know that in the beginning it can feel a little bit challenging to move off your spot when you're hooping on your body. But if you can start to turn in the same direction as your hoop, either with small steps or with bigger spins, you can start to feel that ignition of the dance, the spiral, and the play inside your hoop. So, building up a little bit of courage. And what's the worst that can happen? If your hoop drops on the floor, well, you just totally pose and rock out. So, stopping, standing still, and spinning. Firing up the push to stop and spinning. You can also do this with your hands. So standing still, spinning. As you're spinning, grab the hoop, continue your turn, come to a stop, release and spin. Standing still and spinning. Standing still and turning. You can play with standing still and spinning as you're bringing the hoop back down onto your body as well. So standing still as the hoop is spinning on your hand, then turning your body in the same direction as your hoop as you grab with 2 hands, continuing the turn, pressing against your back, and now you're standing still. So still and turn. Still to fire up, to ignite the pace, and turn to lift off. Still and turn to take back down onto the body. And while you're hooping on your waist, it's also fun to try and challenge yourself by turning against the hoop's direction. If your hoop is spinning to the left, then you can try to ignite your pulses and turn to the right, or vice versa. Another great thing to start right from the beginning of your hoop journey is to send your hoop in the opposite direction. So if your hoop is now going to the right, then you can start to learn to turn to the right. If your hoop is going to the left, you can turn to the left. And then you can do a combo of those. So we stop the hoop with our hands on the outside, spin the hoop and the body, stop the hoop, send it in the opposite direction, spin the hoop and the body. The second thing that's really important to play with is exactly what I just talked about, and that is reversing the direction of your hoop. So no matter what moves you're doing, if it's on your hand, become aware of the direction that the hoop is spinning. So when it's on my right hand, I can feel that it's spinning over to the right side of the room. I'm going to squeeze the hoop and see what a difference it makes to spin it over to the left side of the room. Squeeze, break and reverse. Squeeze, break and reverse. You can turn that into a beat punctuation or just a little brain buster. You can reverse the direction of your hoop while it's on the horizontal plane. In your right hand, if it's spinning to the left, you can squeeze and spin to the right. Whoa, it's going to feel like a bit of a challenge. Squeeze and spin to the left. Squeeze and spin to the right. You can also break and reverse on your body. As we did before, catching the hoop with your hands on the outside. In the beginning, it might be 2 hands. So if the hoop's going to the left, left hand, right hand, press the hoop against your back and give it a spin in the opposite direction. Then right hand, left hand. And after a while, you will be able to turn in both directions, as well as break and reverse with just 1 hand, using the other hand to add a little flair, something a little bit more funky to your hoop dance and play. Pretty much any move that you start to learn can go in both directions, passing to the left, break and reverse, passing to the right, spinning to the left, squeeze and reverse, spinning to the right. It's a really good idea to always have that in the back of your mind when you're learning anything. What goes to the right can always go to the left. What goes up can always come down. And that way you will always have diversity and interest in your hoop dance and play. The third way that you can start to bring dance and movement into your hoop dance right from the very beginning is start to think about creative ways to move the hoop from on your body to off your body. So from your waist, you can always work on the spiral up or the lift off with one hand and taking it down with that same hand. You can lift up with one hand and take it down with the second hand. You might like to lift up with both hands, turning in the same direction as the hoop, grabbing the hoop at the back and bringing the hands to 3 and 9 as you turn, raise, release and spin. Or you might come up with a whole other range of combos to take the hoop onto the body and off the body, flipping and folding, spinning and spiraling. I'm sure there are no limits to the ways that you can take the hoop from above your head to your belly and then back up again. And the fourth way that you can bring more dance, play, movement, and interest into your hoop dance is to play with your hoop on different planes. So you can think about your hoop spinning in the vertical plane at the front of your body, at the side of your body, the other side of your body, or even the back of your body. You can also think about your hoop spinning either on your hand or your body in this horizontal plane at any of the levels on your body or above. So playing between those, spinning the hoop on the horizontal above your head, then squeezing and transitioning to the front plane, spinning here, squeezing the hoop, stopping and turning. Now it's on your right or left side, going for a weave, transitioning by flipping the hoop over into the horizontal, raising it above your body, spiraling onto the body. You're playing between the planes and you're adding interest, levels, excitement, and dance to your hooping. I truly hope that I get to hoop with you at Sacred Circularities. And if not, I hope that this video really helped you out and you get to rock out with your hoop at home, at a hoop jam, or at your own hoop class. If you did love this video, then give it a thumbs up, and why not subscribe to this whole entire channel, because I have hundreds of free hoop tutorials and I share a new one every single week. You can also head on over to hooplovers.tv. That's where all the action is. I write tons of blogs and give you lots of juicy info about hooping. You can also sign up for my weekly love letter. That's where I share my true hoop love with you every week.